What does he even spend his money on?
Even with a $700 million contract, his life doesn't change. Shohei Ohtani shows no interest in flashy brands or fancy meals. His extreme approach to money even leaves his Dodgers teammates baffled. How can he earn that much and still barely spend a dime? In this video, we dive into what his teammates have shared about Ohtani's true personality and uncover the philosophy behind how he handles his money.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
Ohtani's character, according to his teammates.
Mookie Betts, Ohtani's powerful leadoff hitter teammate with the Dodgers, is known for his flashy fashion and luxurious lifestyle. For him, Shohei Ohtani's daily life felt like a whole different world. In an interview, Betts said, "How can Shohei earn so much and still barely spend a dime? Honestly, I just don't get it." As someone who even owns his own fashion brand, Betts was shocked by Ohtani's clothing. Ohtani is almost always seen wearing sponsor-provided boss gear, with no sign of personally choosing or buying his own clothes. Betts laughs, but shakes his head. For me, clothes are a way to express myself. But for Shohei, it's probably not like that. Indeed, Ohtani's off-field outfits are incredibly simple. No flash, no extravagance, mostly sponsor gear. From our perspective, you might think, why not buy something you like? That's just Ohtani's way. Baseball always comes first, not material desires. Betts was also surprised by Ohtani's strict approach to food. He hardly ever goes to fancy dinners on the road. The clubhouse meals are enough for him, and you rarely see him at restaurants in town. Fans might think, sure, but isn't that a little worrying? Yet for Ohtani, cutting out unnecessary indulgences and maintaining his best condition is the top priority. That's why he chooses stable, simple meals over luxurious ones. This down-to-earth mindset was also on display at a fan event. When a child asked, "What's your favorite place in California?" Ohtani didn't name a celebrity hotspot or high-end restaurant. He immediately said, "In-N-Out Burger," smiling broadly. The crowd erupted in laughter and applause. Moments like this make him feel so relatable. His simplicity extends to his home life as well. When he lived in Los Angeles as an angel, his rent was about $3,300 a month. High by normal standards, but for a top MLB star, remarkably modest. This really shows how Ohtani lives within his means. Another famous episode comes from a road trip to New York, when a reporter asked Ohtani, "What do you think of New York, the center of the world?" Everyone expected him to talk about sightseeing spots or the dazzling cityscape. Instead, he replied, "I've never been outside, so I don't know." The reporters and fans were left speechless. But this answer perfectly reflects his disciplined, stoic nature. Betts shared his mixed feelings of respect and astonishment toward Ohtani. Each of us has hobbies or activities to relieve stress. But Shohei is different. For him, stress relief is baseball itself. Most people would refresh themselves with fancy meals or luxury purchases. But for Ohtani, swinging a bat, training hard, and playing in games are the ultimate therapy. Can you think of anyone else who dedicates their life to baseball completely? So when does someone who spends so little on himself actually open his wallet? In truth, most of the time, it's for his teammates or for others. While most of us might indulge in leisure or luxury to blow off steam, Ohtani finds release entirely through baseball. Witnessing someone dedicate their life so fully to the game is impossible not to admire. How do you feel about this total baseball-centered lifestyle? Some might think, he's way too stoic, while others feel, that's exactly why I want to support him. If this touched you, hit the like button to show it. And actually, there's a surprising fact about Ohtani's extreme simplicity that his teammates revealed.
The legendary day of splitting the bill.
Shohei Ohtani's record-breaking 10-year, $700 million contract with the Dodgers is already known around the world. But behind that glamorous deal lies a side of Ohtani's approach to money that goes far beyond what most of us could imagine. This surprising aspect was revealed by teammate Freddie Freeman. During an appearance on the popular podcast New Heights, Freeman made a remark that left the studio in shock. The topic was a lavish team dinner during a New York trip. Media outlets reported that Shohei Ohtani paid for the entire meal, and the story quickly spread as a tale of generosity. But Freeman, smiling, clarified, "The dinner in New York was amazing. but Shohei didn't pay for everything himself. Actually, it was split between Shohei, me, and Kershaw. The hosts and audience were momentarily speechless. In the US, it's often assumed that a team's star player will cover the bill. So the idea of splitting it? Totally unexpected. Freeman went on to touch on the details of Ohtani's contract. People might forget, but most of Shohei's $700 million deal is deferred. So the amount he's actually getting right now isn't nearly as high as people think. Indeed, 97% of Ohtani's contract is scheduled for payment after 2034. During his current 10-year playing period, he only receives about $2 million per year. Of course, he earns plenty from sponsorships, but on the surface, it becomes clear that Ohtani is an unusually frugal superstar. This splitting the bill story isn't just about money. It shows that Ohtani doesn't flaunt wealth or try to assert superiority with it. Instead, it reflects his sincere desire to remain equal with his teammates. Fans can't help but feel proud of that kind of character. What's even more remarkable? This unusual deferred payment structure wasn't suggested by the team. It was Ohtani's own idea. So where did Shohei Ohtani develop this unique sense of money?
Where does Ohtani's sense of money come from?
The incredible approach Shohei Ohtani takes toward money? Where did it come from? The roots lie in his family upbringing. According to his mother, Kayoko, Ohtani was always extremely prudent with money from a young age. When he signed his first big contract after turning pro, he handed all of it over to his parents and gave himself just 100,000 yen a month, $600, as an allowance. Living in the team dorm, he barely spent it, only about 10,000 yen, $60 per month, and saved the rest. At one point, he even suggested to his parents that he wanted to rebuild the family home as a way of giving back. But his grandfather gently, yet firmly, advised him, "Your parents are still healthy, and the house is fine. Don't spend money like that. Save it for the future." Even now, as one of the highest earners in Major League Baseball, Ohtani's parents never rely on his money. Kayoko explains they cannot depend on their son, while his father, Toru, jokes, "I can't tell my kid to feed me." The independence of his parents served as Ohtani's ultimate financial education. Ohtani also benefited from the guidance of his high school coach at Hanamaki Higashi, Hiroshi Sasaki, who always told his players, "Every action can be split into investment for the future and consumption for the moment. Spend your money and time not for fleeting pleasures or showing off, but to create a richer future." These words left a lasting mark on young Ohtani, investing in improving his baseball skills, spending to build bonds with teammates, and contributing to future generations and society. All of these were never mere consumption. They were deliberate investments in a better future. For Ohtani, money is not a tool to satisfy desire. It is a tool to pursue his dream in baseball, to build a bright future with his teammates, and to positively impact the next generation. Every dollar he spends reflects this consistent, beautiful philosophy. Shohei Ohtani, who has defied convention with the unprecedented two-way player role, carries within him the spirit of frugality and investment instilled by his family and mentors. This mindset is what has made him truly one of a kind. As fans, we will continue to watch in awe as this extraordinary athlete shows us the future he envisions, not just for himself, but for everyone around him.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.